Hi, Mike. I just wanted to kind of chat with you a little bit about what I was trying to tell you the other day about what I'm working on. I think that with digital advertising, bought ads on Google, I think we can do a lot better. And I know I've been telling you about this coupon. I have it right here. This is what it looks like. And like I said, it's, I don't know if you can see it there, $150 of ad spend when you spend $150. So this is about as good a deal as Google gives you. And I'm willing to let you have this coupon if we can do a little case study and you want to try this. And I think it's a really good idea, and I don't really see how you can lose. I'm willing to offer my services for free in managing the ads if you want to spend some money on them. And like I said, we can run ads at whatever time you want during the day. So if you're not, if you don't want to answer the phone at 6 o'clock in the morning, they won't run at that time. But we want to be really targeted with it. There's people that go out there and they spend big money on billboards, right? And I think it's a lot of business owners that have kind of a big ego and they want to be seen. Billboards do work, okay, but they are very, very expensive. And they don't really give you qualified traffic. Okay, let me put it to you this way. Say that you have a billboard like this on 65 going through Branson, and right up here is a picture of Mike Appling, and he's like, I can come unplug your toilet or clean your drain or whatever. People driving down the interstate there, I mean, for instance, this person right here, this might be a person that's having car trouble and needs a mechanic. This person might be wanting cat toys. This one might be somebody that's about to have a baby and is looking for kids' toys. This one's looking for a spouse, so maybe they're more looking for eHarmony or Match.com. Maybe this person over here is looking for God or his salvation or something like that. And maybe back here there's a couple people looking for a plumber. They know they got that drip, drip, drip going, and then they look at it, okay? And maybe they can remember a phone number or a website as they blast on by it. They have to drive by it a couple times just to get the message if they are in fact looking for a plumber. And yet the person that buys that ad is paying for everybody here to see that billboard, whether they're interested in getting a plumber or not, all right? So this guy might only get two calls on this billboard, but maybe he gets some jobs, and so he spent $4,000 that month to see his face up on the highway there. Maybe he makes $5,000 off of a 4K investment, and then he throws a party because he didn't lose his shirt on it that he's opening up like Superman, right? But with AdWords, with Google Ads, they're incredibly relevant, and they're only in front of qualified customers. So imagine, using the billboard analogy, that this road over here might be Divorce Drive, and only the people that they're unhappy with their marriage and they're going to get divorced. That would be where a divorce attorney could put his billboard, knowing that it's a better investment. Over here is Pulled Teeth Parkway. A dentist might put his billboard over there. Wouldn't it be nice if billboards worked that way? On this road here, only the people with Brake Pads Boulevard is what this one is. People with car trouble right here. Right over here, though, is Leaky Faucet Lane, and that would be a great place to have our billboard here. But we both know that billboards don't work that way. But online traffic, online ads, they do work that way. And so this is what you got here. People start by typing in plumber. But when you put an ad up, it's not for the plumber in all of the United States. It would be, like this says New York, it would be Branson, okay? But maybe it would be Branson West, or it would be Ozark, or whatever. So you can really zero in on what parameters you want your ad to show it. So you're not just throwing away cash as people drive by the interstate, not looking for a plumber, but wanting a cat toy or something like that. It's highly focused. And then you go down to who's the best plumber in Branson, or the top plumber in Branson, or emergency plumber, 24-hour licensed heating plumber. I think you get the idea. It gets highly targeted. So then you're not just talking about Leaky Faucet Lane, Plumber Lane, with the one street like this, What if you were able to break down the perfect billboard for the perfect street? Now all of a sudden, this is for toilets. People that have problems with toilets, you put up a toilet billboard right here. This is the people right here looking for work on drain cleaning. That's what you put your billboard there. The people that were leaky pipes, the people with the hot water heaters, you're getting incredibly more targeted with your ads and getting them in front of qualified customers. And so, boom, you're doing an ad and your ad is only showing to specific people. Not everybody in the world, just people in Branson that are looking for a plumber, that are looking for a hot water heater between the hours of 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 5 o'clock p.m. I mean, that's seriously how targeted it can get. And Google, the more work you put into your ad and customizing it for the audience, the better deal that they're going to make for you, okay? So, all of a sudden, you know, you go from being this and having very targeted and being in on Plumber Road, you're now going to Plumber City, and you're making your ads incredibly more targeted for a highly qualified audience. Okay? And Google, like I said, they will reward you. They'll give you a better deal because you're giving the visitor on their website a better experience, you know, because they don't want to show your ad, and they call you and they say, I need a hot water heater done, and you say, well, I don't do hot water heaters, and they say, what do you mean? You're a plumber, aren't you? Yeah, I'm a plumber, but I don't do water. Google doesn't want them to have that kind of experience. So if you're a plumber that does hot water heater work and you articulate that in your ad, they will give that ad higher priority for a lower price. Most people don't know this. That means the field is wide open. I guarantee you, this guy doesn't know that. But he likes the fact that people at church will drive by and go, hey, I saw your billboard, and if they need plumber work, they're either going to call him because they like him, or they're not going to call him because they don't like him, and it has nothing to do with his billboard, right? So anyway, it's an exciting opportunity. So, and like I said, if you get real specific, you don't just say, hey, I'm a plumber, or I sell bicycles. You could say, I sell bicycles, the brand that's a beach cruiser. And if you say, but I sell the black 10-speed beach cruiser, that's called a long-tailed keyword. Google loves that sort of thing. And so all of a sudden, if the standard price is up here, they start lowering the price, but then they also put you at the top of the list. Because they don't necessarily care how much you're spending on the ad, they just want people to click the ad over and over and over again. It's called a click-through rate. And they give you a quality score and a click-through rate, and as those go up, the prices come down, and you start getting more calls, more business. And if you have all the business that you need, you just turn them off. You can turn it off and pause it, but you know what? You can't do that with this right here, because that you're locked into a long-term agreement, and you got to pay, you know, I think it's $3,000 a month on Highway 65 every month for the length of the contract. So that's what we're talking about here. Okay, so now I'm going to try and shift gears here. Let's see here. I'm going to bring this. I'm going to try and bring. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll bring this window up here. Sorry about this. It's going to take a little. Okay, here we go. All right, I want to show you this right here. So, if I were to type in plumber or drain cleaning in Minneapolis, which is where I'm from, okay? Let's look at the ads that come up here, okay? This guy, he created an ad, and what is in the ad? If you let's see how I typed in drain cleaning service in Minneapolis. What's it in his ad? Drain cleaning, meaning it's a highly relevant ad for the guy that's looking for drain cleaning. And then he's even enabled these extensions, which is not hard to do, but clearly not everybody knows how to do it. And this ad is probably not the most expensive ad, but it's the most relevant. And so look at where it is. It's at the top of the page, and this guy's probably getting a better deal. And he's talking about drain cleaning service in the description as well. All of that helps his quality score, which I'm sure he gets a better click-through rate, and he's doing much better. Roto-Rooter Plumbing. Okay, I guess that is synonymous with drain cleaning, but they need to have drain cleaning in there. They didn't quite make it there not in the description anywhere. And so there they are at the bottom of the list of the 4 ads that are being placed. I hope that makes sense. I could go into detail, but I don't want to bore you. But let's look at some interesting things here. I have access, Google AdWords, if you spend enough money with them, they give you information. I put in some typical keywords that a plumber might do, and I used your competitor, the one that's showing up #1 in the results, and this is what came up. In June, almost 2,000 inquiries for a plumber in Branson. Okay, and these are some of the keyword ideas, and this is how competitive some of them are. If you type in just plumber, that's an $8.61 click, and that's the rate car rate. If you know what you're doing and you optimize that ad, that price can come way down. But that's what it is on the surface. Hot water heater, that's $1.78, which is a bigger job, right? If people type in plumber, they might just want you to tighten something on their toilet, and it might be a $75 call. Hot water heater, you know that you're into it for what, $600, $700, $800, $1,200, and it's $1.78. And if we have a really nice ad, that's a good investment. I mean, even if you had to get 20 clicks at that price, and you only got one of them turned into a job, $20, no, even $40 in clicks, it would still be worth it if you got one job out of that. And that's called conversion rate. In other words, I think I told you about this. I roughly have to spend $14 in ad clicks for me to sell a pair of tickets, which is $40, which I don't really care, because if they're buying, it's not necessarily 2 tickets. Sometimes it's 6 tickets, and I have other strategies as well. So here are some of the other prices on these, and this is just like on the surface. We can beat these prices, but this is people that just throw money on there and they don't monitor their website. This is what they're paying. But we can beat these prices. And like I said, we can run them only when you want to run them, and you can try them for a week or 2 and then stop it, and we can adjust it accordingly. But then I thought that you might find this interesting as well. The guy that you said has all the trucks going all over the place, DS&F Plumbing, right? Somebody over there is not paying attention to what they're doing over there. Because if you click on their link for their website, look what shows up. This domain name expired on June 13th. Well, you know what that means? If they don't get on they're probably going to fix it, and they're probably going to renew it. But this doesn't speak well of them as a business. If their website went down because somebody forgot to renew their domain for their website, that's crazy. I could buy that. I could buy it and build a website on it, and look where I would rank. I'd be right on the first page because I bought their domain. Let's see, where is it? It's on the first page. It all depends on what you type in. But they're on the first page, and in some places they're way up there at the top. They've got the maps listing, and you and I are already working on that, but we don't have any control over the maps listing. Google decides when that happens. Like I said, I did a tow truck thing. I did it in like July or August last year, and it didn't pop until January, and then all of a sudden the phone took off. But Google decides this. That's why I'm encouraging you to get as many reviews as possible, because that will help get you up there. Okay, so right there you are, right there at the bottom. But you got 3 5-star ratings, and if we just stay on top of it, hopefully you will move up to here. Okay, but the other thing I wanted to share with you is if I could go in and I could snipe this and buy this, I might want to win them over as a client and say, hey, look, I saved this for you. You guys just could have fallen into the wrong hands, and I could get a job off of it. Or we could build you a site with it using their domain. It's perfectly legal. They're the ones that are dropping the ball, and I did a little forensics on it, and these are the metrics behind it as far as it's really not that impressive. I mean, they've even got a spam ratio associated with it, which is terrible. And a trust flow of 17 or a 10 and a citation flow of 17. I could get you that on your own website within 3 months. So for being as established as they are, I see that there's a lot of opportunity in just seeing that their website isn't that established. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this and let you know that I think that there is a ton of potential, and there's a ton of business that could be gotten through Google AdWords. And like I said, you could get up to $300 in ads for $150 with this coupon that I got mailed to me. And we could be off to the races. And basically what I'm saying is I would manage your ads for the $300 ad spend. I would do it for free. And I would try and get you the best possible traffic. Because what I would want from you is I would want a testimonial. I'd like to treat this as a case study. I would do videos like this to monitor our progress. Because what I really want is I want to be doing this for attorneys that are interested in spending $3,000 to $5,000 a month and want to do that every month because they want to because every client to them is a potential $10,000 or $15,000 client, and they're willing to spend upwards of $500 to $1,000 just to acquire that client. But like I said, the training that I'm doing, to learn it all is like taking a drink of water out of a fire hose, and it's very exciting, and I'd love to try it out with you. All you have to do is spend the money on the ads, which we will watch on a daily basis. And like I said, we can run these ads at only the hours that you want to answer the phone. Highly targeted, highly controlled, and I'm very excited about this, and I hope you are too. And give me a call. I'd love to get to work on this right away. Thanks a lot, and I will hopefully talk to you soon. You've got my number. Thanks, Mike.